Now, from 21Alive Plus, this is your Fastcast.
Good morning. We're taking a live look over downtown Fort Wayne to start off your Thursday morning, and we want to get a quick check of your weather forecast with meteorologist Liz Braden. Liz, it's looking a little cloudy out there to start our day, but it's going to be a great day to get outside, maybe do the pool, like you said, the sprinkler, any way to cool off because we're back to the full summer-like weather.
Yeah, we're partly cloudy to start things out this morning, so you'll notice some passing clouds at times, but we will have a decent amount of sunshine in store, which will help to warm us up. So there is some good news to the forecast, especially for the summer weather lovers. Here's a look at the cold front that will come in for early tomorrow morning. This is really slipping us down from the weekend. We go from a high of 87 degrees today down to 66 on Saturday. Wow. So yeah, it's a bit of a difference when it comes to the next 2 days. So soak up the summer weather if you really enjoy it. Satellite and radar here at home, a little bit of passing cloud cover, but quiet still with no rain for today. We could deal with maybe an isolated pop-up or two, but the majority of us should stay dry. Tonight, we have a few scattered showers with the majority of rainfall coming in for the first half of tomorrow. You can notice that line of showers moving through the region for the beginning of the day. By about noon, the majority of the rainfall's out of here. And Future Track likes to point in the possibility of maybe a lingering shower or two for Friday evening for Friday night football. I think Future Track kind of overdoes this evening rain chance. Nonetheless, your rain chance for the Friday evening is not going to be 0, but it's a lot lower. I'd say anything from about a 10 to 20% when it comes to your Friday night football. Temps this morning, upper 50s, getting a little close to 60 in a few spots. And here's how we warm things up, heating up to a high of 87 degrees here in Fort Wayne. Looking pretty nice for your late afternoon and evening plans, Jess.
All right, I'm not super upset about the cool down for the weekend.
Yes.
I think it'll be fun to have some cozy days in, maybe wear a sweatshirt or something, you know, get some fall vibes going. But I say this coming from a summer lover, so.
Yes, you know what, it's just kind of an odd week weather-wise, especially when it comes to kind of like house maintenance. Most people having to throw on the AC today, but then by Saturday, a lot of people needing the heat, so it's kind of back and forth. And I think our Facebook stream may be off. That's what it's looking like on my phone. Yeah.
Oh.
Don't know how that happened, but we're still on our OTT stream, so we're going to keep going.
Keep the ball rolling.
Keep the ball rolling.
Thanks so much.
Yep.
We want to catch you up on some news headlines this morning, beginning with what's really a sad story. The latest from Georgia after a school shooting left 4 people dead and 9 others hurt. Now we're learning the suspect was a 14-year-old boy named Colt Gray. Now, back in May, investigators say they received tips about threats to commit a school shooting, and they since determined those threats were made by him. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation says he was a student at the high school and was encountered by officers within minutes. He immediately surrendered and was taken into custody, and officials say he was armed with a semi-automatic rifle. Now, that shooting, of course, sent students scrambling for shelter in classrooms as officers swarmed the campus, and parents raced to find out if their children were safe.
I just want to offer my sincere condolences and our thoughts and prayers to the families that have lost loved ones, for those that are injured and continuing to fight through just a tragic time for really this whole community.
Last night, hundreds of people gathered for a candlelight vigil near the school to honor those people who lost their lives. This is the 45th school shooting in the U.S. just this year, and also the deadliest. Here at home, we now know the name of the man who was killed in Monday's shooting near Lutheran Park in Fort Wayne. Police say 24-year-old Zane Stoll was shot several times and was pronounced dead at the scene. Now, this is still under investigation, but today in the newsroom, we're working on a story with a friend of Stoll's to hear more on who he was and get more reaction on the recent shootings here in Fort Wayne. We'll have more on that in our evening newscasts. Okay, this story was really popular among a lot of people, but a lot of people sad about it. The owners of Ted's Beer Hall on Fort Wayne's north side have announced they have plans to unfortunately close later this month. They made that announcement on social media, saying the last day of business for the restaurant and beercade will be Saturday, September 14th. On Facebook, the owners thanked the community and their team members for all of the memories and support over the last 9 years. So, of course, we reached out to some of you about this recent news. So many people in the community sad about it. But we also talked to one musician who often performs at the venue.
Like what they did and what they were known for, their kind of events, it was a good vibe. It was just a happy vibe. And to see that going away, that was very upsetting to me, because I feel like what I do and what they do meshed really well.
Owners say the building is set for a major transformation thanks to a group of local investors, but there's no word yet on who these investors are or what they plan to do with the property. Liz, take your guesses now. What's going to happen to Ted's Beer Hall?
Oh, geez, I have no clue. I mean, either way, I'm disappointed because I really liked going to Beercade. I thought it was a really unique sort of experience. So hopefully whatever goes in, it's something that also is unique, and it just kind of has a different sort of atmosphere compared to a traditional restaurant or brewery or anything else.
Yeah. What I think is really cool about that place is the actual building itself. I don't live on the north side or anything, so I really don't make it out there very often. I've been there one time, but the building itself is actually really cool. I feel like it's a little more unique compared to some of the other places we have here in Fort Wayne.
Plus, the really cool thing about Ted's Beer Hall, too, is that they've always had those food truck days. And so hopefully whatever goes in is still really community oriented and tries to provide spaces like that, because we have a huge food truck community. There's a lot of really great ones. So hopefully there's something like that going into that location.
Yes, and hopefully more live music. Liz and I were chatting earlier. I actually got to talk to him when Amelia was interviewing him, but that musician Jordan Bridges is doing my wedding. Literally so good. So hopefully they can still do something with the community where they're bringing in those live performers, because it would be a disservice to the community to keep him and all of those other performers away, because so good. Okay, we want to wrap things up here today with a live look over downtown Fort Wayne. Again, it's looking a little cloudy, but it's warm today. More summer-like weather on the way for later today. We're back here again tomorrow. Have a great day.